Hello guys. Welcome back to our channel. Today we will be talking about the first Arab country to host the FIFA World Cup. If you haven't been to Qatar yet, let us give you a tour of the nation starting from before its independence till today, highlighting its development and how it has become one of the Middle East's fastest growing nations. Qatar has a rich culture that has been celebrated since the country's independence. From amazing cuisine to camel markets, it lacks nothing. The people of Qatar are fond of gatherings, they appreciate company while devouring delicious traditional foods. One of their national foods includes a dish called majbouz made with either lamb or chicken and is slow-cooked to give it a depth of flavor. It's served on a bed of seasoned rice accompanied by salad and homemade tomato sauce. This scrumptious delight is usually eaten while seated on the floor and is enjoyed by multiple people from the same serving. From the beginning of human habitation to the creation of a modern state, Qatar has experienced human presence. Stone Age encampments and artifacts have been discovered in the peninsula, indicating that Qatar has been inhabited for at least 50,000 years. In 1961, 30,000 stone tools from 122 Paleolithic sites were discovered by a Danish archaeological expedition, proving that Qatar dates way back as a civilization, and the traces of that remain today. During the early years of its development, the peninsula was ruled by several different empires, including the Parthian and the Sasanian. Before the early Muslim conquests of the 7th and 8th century AD, the Sasanian Empire was the last Iranian empire. It was the longest-lasting Persian royal dynasty, lasting from 224 until 651 AD, and was named after the House of Sazan. The Sasanian Empire replaced the Parthian Empire and restored Persian control in earlier centuries alongside its nearby biggest rival, the Roman Empire. In 628 AD, Munzir ibn Sawa, the Sassanid administrator of eastern Arabia, converted to Islam and proceeded to convert the people to Islam. In 1916, Qatar became a British protectorate and Abdullah al-Thani signed a pact that stated he could only transfer territory to the British in exchange for security from all maritime attacks and support in the event of a land attack. In 1935, a 75-year oil concession was granted to Qatar Energy and high-quality oil was discovered in 1940 in Dukhan. Rising oil earnings during the 1950s and 1960s showed wealth, quick immigration, significant social progress, and the start of the nation's modern history. Following Britain's 1968 announcement that it would no longer maintain treaty ties with the sheikdoms of the Persian Gulf, Qatar joined the other 8 countries then under British protection in a scheme to establish a Union of Arab Emirates. Midway through 1971, as the British treaty connection was about to expire, the 9 still had not agreed on the terms of unification. So, on September 3, 1971, Qatar proclaimed its independence. Before we move on with the video, subscribe to our channel so we stay motivated to produce more informative videos for you, and drop a like if you enjoy it. Following the independence, Qatar proceeded to make progress in the international world, improving relations and serving as the hub for American dialogue about the peace process in Afghanistan. It used significant natural resources to transform itself into an economically flourishing nation in the Gulf. Qatar completed the thorough renovation of its capital and developed into an incredibly wealthy nation with a high per capita income. Modern residential and commercial structures have replaced old urban areas. The water used in Doha is produced by distilling seawater. Ocean-going vessels can be accommodated at the deep-water port. The harbor is home to the new shrimp packaging plant as well as the headquarters of the Qatar National Fishing Company, which operates modern motorized boats. Doha has always been a significant port for the region. It only handled small vessels due to offshore coral reefs and shallow waters up until the building of its deep water port, and since Doha is the country's major city and where more than 2/5 of the population resides, it is a popular tourist destination. Attractions in Doha include strolling around the lanes, taking in the architectural wonders, and shopping for spices, fragrances, oud, an exotic perfume produced from agarwood, embroideries, and more. Additionally, if you have a layover in Qatar, this is among the top destinations to see in Doha close to the airport. The Museum of Islamic Art, an architectural gem located in the MIA Park on the Doha waterfront, is regarded as one of the city's most popular tourist destinations. The Museum of Islamic Art is one museum that houses the largest collection of Islamic art in the entire globe. It was designed by renowned architect Im Pei. While the paintings were amassed over a period of 1,400 years from 3 continents, the interiors are gorgeous and include stunning geometric designs from the Islamic world, making it one of the numerous attractions in Doha to visit at night. Undoubtedly, it is a well-known Doha tourist destination. Islamic Cultural Center. The Spiral Mosque close to Souk Waqif is home to Doha's Islamic Cultural Center. This cultural center serves as a humanitarian organization that offers a variety of programs, including exhibitions, tours of the facility, and even Arabic classes, to educate non-Muslims about Islam and its culture. Qatar Cultural Village. Relish the events. The renowned Qatar Cultural Village, one of the top sites to visit in Doha, is situated on the eastern shore between West Bay and the Pearl. Huge occasions like the TEDx Doha, the Agile Youth Film Festival, and the Doha Tribeca Film Festival are held there. The structures and services of the cultural hamlet have been set up to resemble a traditional al-Faraj in Qatar. The Sealine Beach Resort is regarded as one of the best locations to visit in Qatar during the summer. This resort, an oasis of peace, is situated by the clear waves of the Arabian Sea between the sand dunes of the Arabian Desert. Aside from enjoying a luxurious stay, guests can experience dune bashing, which is still a popular sport among locals and visitors alike, by renting a dune buggy on the beach close to the resort. Corniche. The Corniche is a waterfront walkway that transformed Doha's coast in the late 1970s and early 1980s. It is one of the most well-liked sites among walkers, cyclists, and joggers. In addition to being a great location for morning exercise, it draws large crowds in the evening to see breathtaking sunsets and enjoy stunning views of the city skyline. Aspire Park. Serene Views. Aspire Park is one of Qatar's most beautiful settings and one of the biggest parks in the Gulf. The Torch Tower, often called the Aspire Tower, is another feature the park has to offer. It is a towering 300 meters tall structure that functioned as a huge torch for the 15th Asian Games and is now a stunning hotel. It's one of the top destinations in Qatar to visit in the summer, so be sure to include it in your travel schedule. The country's transportation system makes it simple to move between cities as cars dominate in Doha, the country's capital, as well as the rest of the country. Everyone in Doha drives, and while there is public transportation available in the form of buses and a brand new Doha metro system, taxis are typically the simplest mode of transportation. The transportation network and airways both saw significant improvements too, making Qatar Airways the best airway in the world. It has developed the first ever business class suites with sliding doors, elevating luxury to new levels. You can relax in total quiet within the boundaries of your own private space, changing standards of comfort in the sky. You can order the tastiest foods on the Dine On Demand menu from Qatar Airways whenever you like. You will be given a menu before you board the plane, and you can place orders from it at any time while you are in the air. Qatar also made significant advancements in the online world and created Al Jazeera TV, one of the most well-known TV networks that provide quality news not only about the nation but about all over the world. While on the news topic, from November 20th to December 18th, 2022, Qatar will host the World Cup. It is without a doubt a historic event because it is the first World Cup to be held in the Middle East, but it is also one that is clouded by controversy. the conditions many of them endured as the Gulf state prepared for the tournament to LGBTQ and women's rights. A statement sent to CNN on behalf of the Supreme Committee for Delivery and Legacy stated, "Everyone is welcome in Qatar, but we are a conservative country and any public display of affection, regardless of orientation, is frowned upon. We simply ask for people to respect our culture." While Qatar stood by its point stating it won't change its religion and culture for 28 days of the World Cup, many LGBTQ fans of football have shown their displeasure. Dario Minden, a relatively unknown German football fan, shared his thoughts on social media. "Football is for everyone, it doesn't matter if you're lesbian, if you're gay, it's for everyone. For the boys, the girls, and everyone in between, the rule that football is for everyone is so important. We cannot allow you to break it no matter how rich you are. You are more than welcome to join the international football community and, also, of course, host a big tournament. But in sports, it is how it is. You have to accept the rules." The opening ceremony of the World Cup in Qatar, which begins on November 20th, is highly awaited. Before the event starts, the organizing committee is expected to seize the opportunity to introduce the globe to Qatari culture. At Al Bayt Stadium, Ecuador will play the host country in the opening game. 8 stadiums that can hold more than 80,000 people each have been prepared by the country. Nearly everyone on Earth is watching, and 32 countries are taking part. 8 groups of 4 teams each comprise the 32 teams. Each team in the first round plays the other team in its group once. The top 2 finishers in each group move on to the round of 16. The World Cup is then a single elimination competition from that point on. A total of 64 games will be played to decide the World Cup winner. There are performances by a variety of musical celebrities. Robbie Williams, Shakira, and Jungkook are among the performers in the opening ceremony. The internet community is fascinated with the name Jungkook and is excited to see it. London, New York, and Los Angeles are all 5, 8, and 11 hours behind Qatar, respectively. This implies that some games will start early in the morning on the east coast of the United States, and some 10 p.m. games in Qatar will start in the middle of the afternoon. If you have cable, your best bet is probably Fox Sports, where you can watch live games, or Tubi, a free streaming service where you can view replays on demand. The World Cup will be shown live on DirecTV Stream, Fubo TV, Hulu Plus Live TV, Sling TV, Vidyo, and YouTube TV, so there is still hope for those who don't have cable. If you are as excited as we are about the World Cup, don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you can stay updated on our new videos and push the bell notifications so you can be the first ones to watch our latest release.